Transforming Conflict with Mindful Communication, a step-by-step guide. Hello and welcome to this video on transforming conflict with mindful communication, a step-by-step guide. Conflict is an inevitable part of life, but it doesn't have to be a negative experience. With the right tools and techniques, you can transform conflict into an opportunity for growth and deeper connection. In this video, we'll explore the power of mindful communication and provide you with a step-by-step guide to transforming conflict. Step 1. Recognize the conflict. Recognizing that a conflict exists is the first step in transforming it. This can be challenging, as conflicts often arise slowly and may not be immediately apparent. However, by paying attention to our emotions and the signals our body is sending, we can learn to identify the presence of a conflict. The first step in recognizing a conflict is to become aware of our emotional state. Are we feeling frustrated, angry, or upset? These emotions can be indicators that a conflict exists. We may also experience physical symptoms such as a racing heart, tense muscles, or a headache. These symptoms can also signal the presence of conflict. Once we've recognized the emotional and physical signals of a conflict, it's important to objectively assess the situation. We need to separate the facts from our perceptions and assumptions. This can be challenging, as our biases and beliefs can influence our perceptions. However, by taking a step back and examining the situation objectively, we can gain a better understanding of what's happening. It's important to avoid blaming the other person for the conflict. This can create defensiveness and make the situation worse. Instead, focus on the issue at hand. What's causing the conflict? What are the underlying needs and values that are being challenged? By identifying the underlying causes of the conflict, we can start to develop strategies for resolving it. Step 2. Listen mindfully. Listening mindfully is the foundation for effective communication, especially when it comes to resolving conflicts. Mindful listening means paying close attention to what the other person is saying, without interrupting or judging them. Here are some tips on how to listen mindfully. Firstly, be present. It's important to be present in the moment and fully engaged in the conversation. Avoid distractions like your phone or other external factors that could interfere with your ability to focus. Secondly, show interest. Show interest in what the other person is saying by maintaining eye contact and using nonverbal cues like nodding your head. This can help the other person feel heard and validated. Thirdly, don't interrupt. Interrupting the other person can be perceived as dismissive or disrespectful. Wait for the other person to finish speaking before responding. Thirdly, paraphrase. Paraphrasing is repeating back what the other person said in your own words. This can help you to better understand their perspective and demonstrate that you're actively listening. Fourthly, ask questions. Asking open-ended questions can help to clarify what the other person is saying and encourage them to elaborate on their thoughts and feelings. Lastly, empathize. Empathy is the ability to understand and share the feelings of another person. Try to put yourself in the other person's shoes and see the situation from their perspective. Step 3. Express yourself clearly. Once you've listened to the other person's perspective, it's important to express yourself clearly. This step involves communicating your own feelings and needs in a clear and concise manner. It's important to use I statements instead of you statements to avoid sounding accusatory or placing blame on the other person. For example, instead of saying, "You never listen to me," say, "I feel like my opinions are not being heard." This approach focuses on your own experience of the situation, rather than placing the blame on the other person. It's also important to be specific about your feelings and needs. Don't assume that the other person knows how you're feeling or what you need. Instead, clearly state your emotions and what you need from the situation. For example, instead of saying, "I'm upset," say, "I feel hurt when you don't consider my opinions. I need you to listen to me and value my input." Another important aspect of expressing yourself clearly is to be assertive, but not aggressive. Being assertive means standing up for yourself and communicating your needs in a clear and respectful manner. Being aggressive, on the other hand, involves attacking or blaming the other person, which can escalate the conflict. Step 4. Find common ground. Once you have listened to the other person's perspective and expressed your own, it's time to find common ground. This step is essential for transforming conflict into a productive and positive experience. Finding common ground means identifying areas where you both agree, even if it's just one or two small things. This can help to build trust and create a sense of unity, which is essential for moving forward and finding a solution that works for both parties. To find common ground, try to focus on the underlying needs and interests of each person involved in the conflict. What is it that each person is truly trying to achieve? What are their core values and beliefs? For example, imagine two co-workers who are in conflict over a project deadline. One co-worker is concerned about meeting the deadline because they value punctuality and timeliness. The other co-worker is concerned about the quality of the work and wants to take more time to ensure it meets the highest standards. In this case, the common ground might be that both co-workers want to produce high-quality work, but they have different ideas about how to achieve it. Step 5. Brainstorm solutions. The final step is to brainstorm solutions together. Avoid getting stuck on a single solution and be open to new ideas. Focus on finding a solution that works for both parties. Be willing to compromise and be open to different perspectives. In conclusion, conflict is a natural part of life, but it doesn't have to be a negative experience. By using mindful communication techniques, you can transform conflict into an opportunity for growth and deeper connection. Remember to recognize the conflict, listen mindfully, express yourself clearly, find common ground, and brainstorm solutions together. We hope this step-by-step guide has been helpful in transforming conflict for you. Thank you for watching.